Okay, here we are at the. Danny has taken us to the east side of Amman, of the city, and he was explaining all about the governmental setup here, which is they have a sort of democracy, but a democracy under the king. King has the final word, but they are very conscious of the Arab uprising, the Arab Spring, and they think that that what they have is the best arrangement, because if they don't like what the king does, then the king is aware that they could become part of the Arab Spring. But they're very westernized, and King Abdullah is married to a British lady. So he's saying that 2,000 years ago, the name of Amman came from Rabat Amman, and before that, Greeks called it Philadelphia, believe it or not. And it's a very interesting place. And here is the remains of the old citadel, Greek citadel. Quite sort of quiet and desolate here. So here is a great view, and actually you can see down there a Greek theatre and plaza, and Danny's saying that Amman was one of 10 cities that the Romans built in a straight line to protect the eastern side of their empire. So this is the Hercules Temple.
Now those pillars, they were just recently re-erected.
Oh really?
You can imagine the whole site was underground.
Everything was underground, all got excavated. So this is a Byzantine church. There's a lot of history of all religions here. Fantastic. And just here, no restrictions. Water system, massive.
So that's what I told you, the Roman, they had a problem only in the Middle East about the water. In Rome, they never had it.
And this is where the Romans had to learn all about their drainage and water systems.
The most first aqueducts they have ever invented, it was here. Collecting water, it was all learned here.
Wow.
Their engineers, they actually had to adapt to here. The problem was major.
This is Palace. Massive, great place. Looks like a mosque. And we're going to have a look in it. This was a sort of a marketplace outside the palace. So here we are, going inside into the palace. Wow. Look at this place. Unbelievable.
You know the wolf teeth when they smile?
The wolf?
Teeth, yeah, you can see them just right there. It is used, of course, it used to be pure persian and passed to the Islams.
Yes.
And the more interesting thing, the first people to use the writing in decoration, because Arabic writing is very phonetic.
Yes.
And it's very beautiful looking when you look at it. First one, of course, the Muslim one, and they used the
civilization to use the writing. When would that have been, Danny?
8th century.
8th century.
AD, which was make it 1000.
8th century AD. So we didn't realise, but the Dead Sea Scrolls are here in Jordan. Unfortunately, they're in the Jordan Museum that is not open to the public yet, so it's a shame we can't get to see them. Well, now we're in a place called Jerash, and this was built in 324 AD. It was the beginning of the Christian when Christianity could be practiced properly. And this is to the west of Amman. We're about 60 or 70 kilometers out. Well, Danny was explaining that this arch was the entrance to the city, and it was built for the visit of Hadrian, who was here only 2 days, and that's not Hadrian. Yeah, he was here only 2 days, and they built this arch for him. That is not him, that's somebody else. And this is the Hippodrome, or the wall that was built for the chariot race. Well, this is where they raced the chariots, and there was 5 chariots on either side, and apparently this is where Jeremy Clarkson came to race some of his cars as well. And tremendous hippodrome, hippodromus, or horse race. And what they did was, it wasn't a horse race just to get to the end the fastest, it was a horse race that, with the chariots, that they fought each other, and whoever was left standing at the end, that was the winner. So this Roman city, this is very impressive. It's a rotunda, and it was built like this because the Romans wanted to have straight streets, and they connected them with these rotundas, but they placed the column to one side, and the reason was because to control the traffic coming from one street to another, that they could go straight the way round without having to bother about the keep left signs. Hello. There's Julie down there. Hello, Julie. She can't hear me. I don't want to shout because people think I'm on the stage. Julie, give us a wave. Hang on. See if I can get you. Zoom doesn't work very well. Julie. Hello down there. The main temple in the Roman times was built and never finished, says Danny.
I'll show you a beautiful technique. This was built, they used Egyptian techniques, which is earthquake resistance.
Earthquake?
Yes, those are the pillars that they stayed for 2,000 years. They never fall down, they never been re-erected.
Wow.
And the techniques that they use when they attach the pillars on top of each other.
Yeah.
You make a hole in the bottom and the top, and you attach them by piece of wood. So what they do is here, they put the lead
through the column.
through the holes, and they attach it by wood. That's give it earthquake resistance quality.
Fantastic.
That's why they still stand.
Size of some of these blocks. Massive great columns. These are Corinthian columns. I know the difference there. So we left Amman this morning, and it's a beautiful day, and now we arrived in Mosaic City. Danny's going to tell us where we are.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We welcome here from Maraba City. We just arrived to Maraba City, which is named.
Danny is a star. He is a walking encyclopedia. He knows everything.
No, really, no. Just we have a really great deal here to show you, David, and it's one of the most beautiful treasures that we have. It's
what about me?
Of course, Jill is on the way all the time, and Well, she just left a Louis Vuitton bag, $4,000 in the car. So you have to be very careful here. Some people knows what it is. And,
And Danny fixed my watch.
it was a brilliant watch. My friend said about it. It is a word of mechanical perfection, and it is one of the most unique pieces, as I agree on. And we had
Wonderful.
a privilege to have it for 2 hours. We done.
Don't tell me about the watch. Tell me where we are.
Where we are? We are in Maraba city now, and
Maraba.
I can't tell you enough. Inside
Okay.
I'll tell you more.
Okay. But it's Mosaic
It
City.
is
Yeah?
Mosaic City. It's a city that serves as the most second important city in history, straight just after Jerusalem, as a
Okay.
bishop seat for 400 years. And here, all where the Christianity started, and all the stories that you hear in the Bible and biblical sites was identified through the where we come.
We're going to hear a lot. Okay.
Of course, yeah, definitely.
Thanks, Danny.
Sure.
Now we're here at this historic church, and Danny was explaining that I didn't know that Christianity was never practiced until, he says, until 400 years after the death of Christ, when they started to practice it. So actually, people think it's a much older religion than Islam, but actually Islam, Muhammad is supposed to have risen up in the year 630 AD. So not so much difference, 400 to 630. Yes, we are. This represents the mosaic map from 600. That it represents the map from 600. It's only part of it. It was damaged, and now that Danny has explained it, we understand a bit more. This is the Jordan River, and so obviously separates Israel from Jordan, and this is the Dead Sea, and it's very symbolic, and he is explaining how the Israelites originally came from here, which was the Mount Sinai, where Moses received the Ten Commandments, and he's explaining why they went all this way around to get to Israel. Was when in fact what they could have done was come straight across here and got into Israel this way, but in fact the story is that God made them take the difficult journey, because Moses lived 120 years and 40 years had to be in the desert, and they had to suffer before they crossed the Jordan into the land of Israel. And here we have Jerusalem and the city, the holy city, which is holy, of course, to all the religions. Now we're going to see the real map. And so now we're inside the actual church where they found the mosaic. Well, one thing is that Danny explained that X in Christianity stands for Christ, and so that's why we call Xmas for Christmas. And this is the actual mosaic map that is remarkable because of its accuracy, and it's all made out of stones and mosaic and original colours of stones. Some of these pictures are quite remarkable, really. Birth of the baby Jesus, sort of biblical, and most of them mosaics. All original, either mosaics or frescoes of the story and life of Jesus. Oh, we arrived here at this memorial, and we're just near the Dead Sea now. Fantastic place, and must say, Danny was just explaining, we're having a biblical history lesson, and Danny explains about Byzantine. Byzantine was the eastern side of the Roman Empire, and it was the capital was a place called Byzantius, and became Constantinople, became eventually Istanbul. These three hands symbolize the 3 stages of Moses' life: when he was a child, as he was growing, and he was an adult. And Danny says the large one's about the same size as his hand, so we call him now the hand of Moses.
Chapter and verses from the Bible, the book of Deuteronomy, chapter number 34, which is the death of Moses. The death of Moses, 34. Then Moses climbed Mount Nebo. Now, Mount Nebo as a word, Nebo, doesn't signify anything. In historical references, it signifies the god of writing, but here it was named as a mountain and stays till this moment day. From the plains of Moab, which is the city of Nadaba, to the top of Pisgah. Pisgah is a word, which is a Hebrew word, which can mean a high place. Across from Jericho. Jericho is just across from us, and we see it from the viewpoint. There the Lord showed him the whole land, from Gilead to Dan. Now, Moses left the Exodus with the 12 tribes, and Gilead, Dan, Manasseh, Ephraim, and all of them, they came with him. So when he saw the promised land for the very first time, he was giving him the borders where each tribe will be living. From Gilead to Dan, when we said Dan now, what is now in the modern day Tel Aviv. Gilead, those mountains, from Gilead to Dan. So he was giving him the borders from west to east. From Gilead to Dan, all of Naphtali, which is the north part, the territory of Ephraim and Manasseh. Now from north, he was closing the mid and the down of the north. Manasseh, all the land of Judah as far as the Mediterranean Sea. So was giving him southeast to the northwest borders. Now all these borders were closed by the tribes. And then the Negev, which is south part of Israel, and we refer to it in Jordan as Arava, and the whole region from the valley of Jericho, which is the Rift Valley, the city of palms as far as Zoar. Zoar is the old name of the Dead Sea. The Dead Sea is a modern day. Then the Lord said to him, this is the land I promised on oath to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob when I said, I'll give it to your descendant. I've let you see it with your eyes, but you will not cross into it. And Moses, the servant of the Lord, died there in Moab, as the Lord had said. He buried him in Moab, in a valley opposite to Beth Be'ur. But till this day, no one knows where his grave is. Moses was 120 years old when he died, yet his eyes were not weak, nor his strength gone. The Israelites grieved for Moses in the plains of Moab for 30 days, until the time of weeping and mourning was over. Now Joshua, the son of Nun, was filled of wisdom and spirit, because Moses had laid his hand on his shoulder. So the Israelites listened to him and did what the Lord had commanded.
Okay,
Moses.
so here we are looking out. We can see where Moses was looking to see the promised land, and around 46 kilometers away is Jerusalem. And looking out here, we can see the Dead Sea, just the beginnings of it. Over there, and Jericho, and the occupied territories. And this is where Moses saw the promised land, but he was never allowed to visit it. He died here. The system of mosaic, starting with the precious stones, with the various, not necessarily precious stones, but they're all different coloured stones. And it goes into strips, and they put it on upside down. This is the back side of the piece, so it's uneven, and then it goes to the even side. They turn it over the other way. It can take months to make these. This mosaic might take 4 months to complete before it's ready and varnished. Very exacting work. Now, we are just outside Petra, and we are told that this is the actual rock that Moses struck, that the water flowed out of, and the water still flows out of this rock into the spring. It's an underground water system. So here we are. We arrived here in Petra, and we are at the beginning of the adventure of Petra today. Good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. How do you say good morning, Danny? Sabah
which is
Akhir.
literally mean I hope you have a morning full of prosperity and tranquility.
Oh, fantastic.
Very, very polite. And that's if you want to translate.
Okay, so all of this was discovered 200 years ago, and it was a civilization that existed here 600 BC when the Israelites went to war with the Babylonians and they were exiled to Babylonia. Wow, very, very.
Oh, she's walking on a fork way.
So these are tombs, and according to the decoration, it is according to decoration is the wealth of the individual, and this civilization, they took this from the Egyptians, and here this would be a wealthy person because their tomb is decorated, and they have the steps to heaven. This is a fantastic tomb, and very similar to the Egyptian principle of burying the dead in the tombs. This one is a tomb for 4 people because there are 4 obelisks, and the obelisks point to heaven, and also like the Egyptians, they prepared the bodies inside in the ground floor, and then on the first floor, that's where they were buried. Incredible, really. This is a water system that ran for 25 miles, and purely from gravity they moved the water all the way to wherever they needed it. And all of these rocks have been shaped and formed over millions of years into these sort of mushroom shapes, and they were carved out inside. Really quite fantastic. Jilly? Hello? What do you think of it so far?
It's good with that. I'm excited to take you to the most important part here, is the Water Canyon. That will take you to a different time. I think we're still just having fun here, but the real
Well, we haven't been doing the real deal yet. Okay.
We'll start the head now.
Okay, let's go.
For the next 7 hours it will continue.
Let's go. This, believe it or not, is frankincense, and it's as valuable as gold because it comes from a tree. You can only get 4 times in the whole life of the tree can you get frankincense out of it. And Danny, just show me the myrrh again. This is
gifts that they were given to Jesus upon his birth.
This myrrh.
Oh. Can the camera smell it?
The camera can't smell it, and the camera can't even see it. There it is.
The Japanese, they haven't invented such thing.
Not yet. Pretty soon. Jilly. It's nice, those herbs.
It's very interesting.
So, what is it?
You become a Bedouin.
A Bedouin. But a Tottenham Bedouin.
Good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Auni.
Auni.
Okay.
Jill.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
You know, when the tourists they come here in our place here, they say, have a look, buy a book, have a knife for your wife, have a gun for your son, have a water for your daughter. Happy hour.
Very
So
good.
far, so good. Come here. Yeah. Better it will be space. Right. This is a big one.
Here we have David and the entrance of the city of Petra with Auni, the Bedouin. He owns the shop called the Three Kings shop. He's very famous about selling the frankincense and the myrrh and transforming tourists into Bedouins. David have selected the color in accordance with his football team. Yeah, and now we need to hook him with a camel. Yeah, I've never seen a Bedouin with a blue thing. You love the sky.
You haven't seen one with blue?
Blue is...
Our King Hussein design.
the blue? Come on.
You know,
Yeah, looks good.
We just need to get you a knife from those knives here.
Shagala,
Ah,
you know, when the Bedouin man, he wanted to tell his wife, I am available tonight. You
ah.
He do it like this.
Oh, slightly on the side. Okay.
Yeah.
I better not wear it
That's a
like
big
that.
claim, eh?
That's the point.
Okay.
Nice, huh?
Right, all I need is
What
my
do you
camera.
think if I make you also design,
No, no,
take
no.
picture with him?
No.
Just for picture.
Just for a picture.
No.
Cheers.
Not charge for looking young lady.
No.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Take a still picture now.
Oh,
Still picture.
This is the avenue to get into the city.
You can see the remains of an arch on the left side.
An arch on the left, yeah?
Yes, can't you see here?
Yeah.
The arch lived for almost 1,800 years just before it collapsed 200 years ago by an earthquake.
Oh,
And it
really?
was perfectly built and specifically built for a visit of Trajan, a Roman emperor. You know, at a certain point we lost the traces of the tragedy after he passed 1,200 meters, and that's the length of the sea to the end. He controlled the frankincense, the Silk Road, all the trading routes, and he said all trading routes leads to Rome.
Ah, that's
You
where
can
it
see
came
the passage
from.
is not a river made. It's not a man-made. It's
No.
a geological tectonic movement. We call it joint.
Yes.
Which is a crack without movement. Try to match both parts all the time.
Yeah,
Hi, Isa.
look at this.
Give it.
Amazing. Danny was saying that Petra was among the earliest cities to become Christian in the world. Look at these amazing rock formations. Amazing. Tremendous. A natural phenomenon, an elephant-shaped rock that's completely natural. Completely. And here we approach the temple. It's absolutely awe-inspiring, really. Wow, look at this. Just look at this. Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. My goodness.
Si può entrare?
Into the Temple of Doom. The whole thing carved out of rock took 10 years to do, and if these columns support the whole mountain, right up to the facade, and under here are the tombs that were discovered.
Wow, how deep it goes.
Yeah, so these are tombs of very, very wealthy men, people, families, and he had to move his tomb right up there. God knows how he moved the bodies. And this tomb, very large. And this is the irrigation system, the water system that was built so that the water could flow all the way around the city, 24 meters, up and down, all by gravity. All these tombs of wealthy people, they had sort of piasters, doors on the front. Now they've gone, never found any treasure unlike the Egyptian tombs. Here we have a theatre. Everything here is carved out of the sandstone rock. Really colourful cave. You could live in here. Amazing carvings and erosion here. And he's making up Jill
Just look up.
with coal. Not coal, C-O-A-L, but coal, K-O-H-L. It's different.
Why we say for you, the best time to use it in the night, not now. To clean your eyes more better.
It was hard to stay open.
Yeah, yeah.
Jilly, let me see. Oh, very pretty.
It's so bright. It's because it's bright. I can't keep it.
Yeah, so this is where we're going, up here to the royal tombs. Yeah. Okay, right the way up. Unfortunately, Jill didn't make it. But I left her in the shop, the Bedouin shop. Yeah, here we are halfway up.
With the price.
It's a long way, but the good thing is I made a lot of excuses to Danny for this climb, and he's blowing more than me. I can't believe it.
Well, I learned your way. I made all my excuses from the beginning. This mountain, right?
Yeah,
There is a U shape in the middle.
yeah,
Okay? There is a pulley coming out.
yeah.
You see it?
Yeah, I
The
see
U?
it, yeah.
That's the urn of the monastery.
Is it really?
Yes. So if you need to go to the monastery, you have to
Yes,
ring
it's
up the
over
shop.
there. That's where we would have gone.
Which is, I hope. Yeah, I hope you will make it. I want to see it. It's lovely.
So many tombs, eh?
Hundreds. 620 registered now.
620
20 and possibly.
registered
Yeah,
tombs.
we've seen possibly.
Okay.
Yeah, so I don't know.
Great view from up here.
On the inside, the tomb that says that the bishop seat that was moved from Petra to Dara. And that told us something, that this was a church.
Oh, it was a church.
Yeah.
And this is at the top of the steps that we just climbed.
And during Nabatean time, you can see it used to be Nabatean pure tomb with Doric
Ah, Doric columns.
capitals.
Yeah,
That's the only
yeah.
Doric capitals you actually see in Jordan, because the king who was buried here is believed to be very fond with the Greek sculpture, and that's one of the greatest inventions they did in terms of ornaments. Was
Okay.
made by the Nabateans. The Egyptian came with a curving style which is vertical, straight lines, and the Roman they came with horizontal.
Yeah.
And you know, the Nabatean came with 45 degrees. Look at the curving, it's 45 degrees. So that's how we identify that.
Oh,
was
I
made.
see.
Yeah.
They were 45
And
degrees,
look
so
at
they
the
were.
straight line from the very bottom to the very top in a straight line.
Yeah,
Taking one line, that's make it very even.
yeah, yeah. I can see it.
Also the ceiling.
The detail.
The detail of the cut. One
Fantastic.
line from the very beginning to the very end.
So these are these all royal tombs?
Royal tombs, yeah.
This one is magnificent. Magnificent. 2,000 years old, and an absolutely magnificent structure. There are still 5 royal tombs undiscovered. On a donkey?
First time in your life.
Yeah. تعال شد معي.
I tell you what, the donkey's not happy. Oh, okay. Well, Jilly, that was Petra, and we spent the whole day.
Yes, we did.
We walked 7 miles,
We did.
and it was
Amazing.
amazing, was it?
Amazing.
Why was it amazing, Jilly?
Just everything about it was
Ooh.
so steeped in history,
Ooh.
and the people were nice. We met
Like me,
Bedouins,
I'm a bit steeped in history.
and,
Bedouins, yes, we did, and we made friends with them.
I made a very nice friend with my Johnny Depp.
Yeah, very good. So now we're leaving
We are
here.
leaving.
We're leaving this lovely hotel, the Move and Pick. Should take a pick, a schmick.
No, it wasn't that bad.
It wasn't that good.
It wasn't the Four Seasons, but it wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
And,
I like the tin fruit.
Yeah.
And yeah, and so now where are we going, Jilly?
Little Petra.
And then we're going to play in the sand.
Or play in the sand.
What's that called?
Waka 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 waka.
I've forgotten what it's called. Oh well, never mind, doesn't matter. And then we'll be somewhere else.
Yes.
Have you had a nice time?
I had a fantastic time. Thank
All right, darling. Goodbye now. Goodbye. So we arrived here at Little Petra. The terrain around here is very, very unwelcoming. And Little Petra was sort of the gateway to Petra. It's very quiet. Where are we? No, come here, Jill. Jilly, come in, come in.
This is day number 4 with me, David, and Jill, and here we are in Little Petra, where it's only 10% of the lucky people of the visitors of Petra get to see. It's a very fantastic place, possibly for me better than Petra itself, and I'm so glad
Better?
that you guys decided to come and see it. It's very small, beautiful. Look how secretive it is, and you wouldn't guess what is inside.
Here we are. And here is the entrance to Little Petra. Isn't that amazing how these rock formations are sandstone? This is called Narrow Valley, and this was the entrance, is the entrance, and no wonder people couldn't find it. And there we go through it, through the valley. The whole thing opens out, and guess what? Another quite amazing really that this is Little Petra, and some people come here and think they've seen the whole thing. Okay, so we climbed up here into what Danny thinks is the treasury, and we see here frescoes that look like the Egyptian method of colouring stone that never faded for 5,000 years? 2,000 years. Oh, 2,000 years. But a long time. Yeah. Yeah, amazing. Dilly, what are you doing down there? Hello down there. Alright, we got to climb down again. Mountain goat right up there. Wow. So this is a Labotian water well.
That's quite similar to what we have in Jordan now.
Yeah.
But mine is what underneath the building.
Incredible, and this is all natural, everything is natural. So we stopped here for our picnic lunch, and there were some great things here. And we had lunch, we bought lunch for 4 people, plenty of it, and Danny said, give me 5 dinar, and we got the whole lot for 5 dinar. These are sweet things, all stuffed with dates and chocolate, and all fantastic. You like those, Jilly?
Yeah, we'll have some. Are they the same? If they're all very similar.
So we arrived at Wadi Rum, and we hired this 4x4, and we're going now for our adventure in the desert. We're going desert trekking. Just approaching Wadi Rum. Driving through the desert. There's a bit of a sandstorm. I hope we don't encounter it. This mountain is called the 7 Pillars of Wisdom, and they say that Lawrence of Arabia named his book after this mountain, but it's not true, according to Danny anyway. Driving through the desert in the 4x4. It's quite an experience. What a bone shaker. Enjoying this?
Very much.
Yeah?
Very
You're in the desert, Jimmy, in the middle of the desert. In the middle of Wadi Ram.
What?
Yes. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Got it all ready. You've been picking things.
With the little they have, so they basically use everything available in the nature. They don't
Right.
do supermarket thing or anything. So yeah, from the goat basically they have the milk, the meat, and the skin where it's their Bedouin oven. Back in the days, it used to be that they take the skin off the goat. They will put the meat in it and they will store it underground. They will put the campfire on the top. Cooks it, steam out, very well tenderized. It's like, hi Yazan, كيفك? As guys that we work with. It's a family that I work with. It's what they do is like what you said. Yeah, see that? It's beautiful. Normally you would lick them in a bigger quantities and they would use them. And they are available, widely available in the desert. All deserts. In Egypt I've seen them. Morocco. Very, very foamy. Okay, that's more than enough to shower a baby. Small a little bit.
I can see it foaming.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, it's foaming.
Yeah. Soap.
Soap.
It's beautiful smell too. Smell it. It's not that strong.
No.
Commercial one. And would you like to try it?
Where do you put it?
It is very good. It's pure mineral that goes into your skin and easy to take off. I will give you a very authentic Bedouin look.
Shall I take it?
It's very good for the skin. And this is no.
You didn't tell me you're a makeup artist as well.
Oh, well. Try it. And the most important, look, wait. Do you mind if I make a small joke?
Yeah.
A very friendly one.
Okay.
Gonna put an inscription on your cheek.
I have a signature.
Uh-oh. Smiley face. You have a smiley face now, believe it or not. It's Jill, dressed as a Bedouin bride.
And we found a new husband.
And we found.
Now she's my wife for
Oh.
5 minutes, huh?
Okay, shit, that could be anybody. Very. Oh. You're a very pretty. You have to say something so I know who you are.
It's Ginny, it's me.
Is you inside there?
This is the proof. The proof is this one.
Ah!
You want to keep it like this? You want for a photo, I think, if you would like. Yeah.
Very good, very good. Happy wedding.
Thank you.
Tell me again.
They're
10
very expensive.
10 camels
Yeah, 10 cameras.
for 10.
Because now
Listen.
they are very expensive.
Well, listen. For 12, you can have her.
12.
Just in the middle of the Bedouin camp.
Here we go from Wadi Ram to David on a camel. Do you know that the camel actually spit? So you have to be careful. Wow. Yeah, you have to be.
Whoa!
All right, David, we'll see you. You have fun.
It's not easy to turn around. That's brilliant. Shall we follow him? Yeah. Oh no, we just leave him, then we'll meet him. We'll meet him in an hour. Right, we'll continue just our tour and we'll let David have his fun on his camel. So we'll meet him in an hour. Okay. So here we are with the 4x4. We're trying to chase David. He's gone so far with the camel. Oh my god. Hour later, we found David still on the camel, and he just made a new friend, Bedouin friend. Hello, Echo. It's been an hour. You had enough? It's fine. You can roll the whole day, yeah? Yes. Comfortable? How about you do the Lawrence of Arabia style? You just put your leg. Yes, and the other one. Yeah, that's a Lawrence of Arabia style.
You have to sit up straight there. You do have to sit up straight.
You can't bend. It's not easy to bend. We are very unfortunate to say or to announce that we lost David, and it's been 1 hour we're looking for him, and nobody has a clue where he is. So I think at a certain point we have to call the special desert patrol police to look on a man, to look for a man that's on a camel. As Jell is very worried. He's trying to make some phone calls to find out where is David. Well, he's not here. Well, he's not there. Oh, that's him. Okay, that's him. We found him. Well, oh, that's him. That's David. That's him. Yeah, finally. He made it back. Oh, that's him. That's David. Well, we eventually found him. And he's in one piece. Yeah. He's pretty much like one piece. Oh yeah, we've been looking for you. We're just called the Special Desert Patrol. Welcome back, David. He's doing Lawrence of Arabia style. This is you do it when you become a very, very professional on a camel, that you feel very comfortable. We're very delighted to see you.
Very delighted to see you too.
What took you so long? We've been looking for you.
Camel.
It is a lovely camel.
In love with me.
All right.
Okay, very good. Thank you.
He doesn't want to sit. He likes you.
Yeah, I think
So we arrived here at the Kempinski in Aqaba, and I have to tell you, it's beautiful. Fabulous, beautiful hotel. We're so pleased to be here. The only sad thing,
Yeah. And
We-
that's all he pays.
we have to say,
We forgot. You see, everybody has a mistake.
Danny, stop talking. And we have to say goodbye to Danny and to Mandu and that is really sad because they have been the absolutely the best, and thank you very much, both of you. We appreciate it. Jilly, my lovely Jilly.
Good morning.
Here
Good
we
afternoon.
hang on. Here we are in where are we? Aqaba.
Bar.
A wonderful hotel. You like this hotel,
I
don't
love
you?
it. It's just beautiful. It's
Yes.
my style down to the last white light.
Yes. And are you pleased that we're here?
Oh, I'm very pleased. I'm very pleased that we've got an extra day here, so which is even better.
Okay. Well, you enjoy yourself. Have a lovely time. I went swimming this morning, lost my iPad.
but I got
You
the
had
new
your
one.
you had your tooth done last
Yes.
night,
So it's a good
and
start.
that's a good
It can
start.
only get better.
And I'm going scuba diving tomorrow.
And I'm going.
This is my adventure holiday.
You've done everything this holiday.
Yeah. Well, I don't know about that. Okay.
Alright.
I'll speak to you later. Bye
Bye.
bye. Beautiful hotel. Great views. Nice, relax. Well, my lovely Jilly,
Yes, my darling David. I'm so sorry you're not well today. It's our last day.
I
really
know,
sorry.
I know, but we've had a beautiful time here,
Yeah,
haven't we?
fantastic.
We haven't really done much.
No,
We've just
chilled.
chilled out,
Last
had
5 days have been
nice
brilliant.
Jordanian food. Mind you, I mean, I did do a lot at the beginning, all the scuba diving and everything.
Yes, you did.
That was pretty good. So we're going to
We're
say
leaving this lovely hotel.
we're leaving the lovely
Tomorrow for the
hotel.
snow in England.
Oh, that would be nice, won't
That'll be
it?
lovely.
Here's the view from our balcony that we're saying goodbye to today. Beautiful temperatures and a lovely, lovely place.
And I hope you feel better tomorrow.
Bye bye, Jordan.
Bye bye, Jordan.
يا خسرتك يا قلبي
البكا والضنا والأسى
حبيتهم يا قلبي
كل ده راح كده واتنسى
يا خسرتك يا قلبي في الجرح وفي الأسى يا خسارة حناني والحب اللي اتنسى
يا خسارتك يا قلبي في الجرح وفي الأسى يا خسارة حناني والحب اللي اتنسى
اللي معاهم رحنا وجينا باعوا الشوق ببلاش ضحكناهم ضحكوا علينا بعد السنين دي كلها ويا اللي كنت بحبها كانت دي ايه؟ كانت سنين راح وقتها، يعني اللي بينا انتهى ولا ده ايه؟ بعد السنين دي كلها ويا اللي كنت بحبها كانت دي ايه؟ كانت سنين راح وقتها، يعني اللي بينا انتهى ولا ده ايه؟ البعد عليا ده مش عادي، لو تيجي تقولها لقصادي معرفش ساعتها انا هعمل ايه. يمكن مش هقدر انساها، او يمكن اسيبها على عماها تخسر قلبي اللي هتبكي عليه. يا قلبي باعها بالساهل، ما تخافش عليها دي تستاهل، ولا انت ايه؟ قولي انت ايه؟ بعد السنين دي كلها ويا اللي كنت بحبها كانت دي ايه؟ كانت سنين راح وقتها، يعني اللي بينا انتهى ولا ده ايه؟ أنا بستغرب كل ما أقرب منك ألاقي حدود بينا، وأقول مش ممكن يوم تتمكن تقولي مفيش حاجة بينا. دلوقتي خلاص هبعد لبعيد وهبقى وحيد وكل جراح، وأقول دي راحت ولا إيه؟ قول انت إيه؟ بعد السنين دي كلها ويا اللي كنت بحبها كانت دي ايه؟ كانت سنين راح وقتها، يعني اللي بينا انتهى ولا ده ايه؟ لو يوم حارب انك بعت اللي ما بينا، لا حنساكي لكن برضاكي حترجعي وتقولي استنى. ساعتها حكون مرتاح اكيد، قلبك خلاص قال السماح. يمكن اسامحك ولا ايه؟ قول انت ايه؟ بعد السنين دي كلها ويا اللي كنت بحبها كانت دي ايه؟ كانت سنين راح وقتها، يعني اللي بينا انتهى ولا ده ايه؟
Somebody tell Steven Spielberg and George Lucas, thank you for directing this movie. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin. You can talk about your money, but I really don't care. I'm in the copper straight shit, now I'm trying to buy air.
As the first black nigga that a rap trillionaire.
I control heat, I'm about to buy the ozone layer. I'm in the copper minerals now, diamonds and granite. So much paper I could probably gift wrap a planet. And clone a million Janets, respect my impromptu. Assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi barakatuh. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin.
Hey yo, Buster, I've been getting this money for a long time, man. Check this out. Alhamdulillah, with my billions piling, I'm just wildin'.